Hey, Zoom.
Get better.
Get better.
I feel like I can only hear you
I hear an alarm.
in...
Oh.
It's my ice cubes in one ear?
You can only hear me in one ear?
Yeah.
Are your headphones dying? Hello? Hello? Testing? Testing?
Oh, that works.
Okay, maybe it just wasn't plugged in all the way.
Maybe. I'm going to move and wrap myself in a gazillion blankets.
And then get out of breath.
Yep, pretty... Yeah.
Because we just had dinner. It's like, oh, this is effort.
Oh, it's so cold down here. The blankets are so cold. Oh, my God. Okay. Happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
I'm Jade.
And I am Aaron.
And this is Unapologetic Introverts. We are on our 5th episode. Right? No.
No.
6th episode. Jesus
Recount.
Christ.
We're on number 6. This is exciting.
It's weird to talk about things this week, even though it goes up next week. And then our episode that we talked about last week isn't up yet. My brain gets confused.
Yeah, and we're stuck on episode 5 in our brains because you're prepping all the social posting, and it's just there. It's the number in your head. It's
so
fair.
when you're listening to this, it comes out tomorrow. But when we're recording this, it comes out tomorrow. When you're listening to this, it's already out.
It's already out.
Hopefully you're listening in order.
I mean, it doesn't really matter.
No, there's no...
It's not like we're episodic or whatever.
That's a big word.
That's a big word. Episode 6. This is exciting. We've made it to episode 6 and we haven't given up.
I felt like it yesterday.
Oh, man. Rough go yesterday.
Tuesdays just don't hit like they used to.
What, when you were young, wild, and free?
Yeah, I'm so old at 25. I was going to say 24.
No, sorry, that year's passed now.
Fuck. What did we do? We went to go see Benson Boone on Sunday.
Excellent concert.
It was so good.
So many teenagers.
Oh my God.
I think I was the oldest person in the room, to be honest.
Other than some moms, probably.
Oh, man, rough go. Anybody who was older than me or probably my age were all up in the higher...
The balcony.
Yeah, the balcony. Probably because they didn't want to be down into the smelly pit of human beings.
I'm surprised it wasn't overly smelly. We got a couple whiffs here and there.
Yeah.
But and it wasn't overly squishy. It got squishy before he came on. People were so squishy. I was like,
people were pushy.
don't fucking touch me.
Yeah. Do you not understand the rules?
Just back the fuck up. The people in front of us were funny. The couple.
Yeah, hardcore.
Yes. Mimi Webb opened, who I had never heard of, but I knew 2 songs from TikTok, which I was surprised about. But she's 21 from the UK and,
Really
doing
great singer.
More than Aaron and I will ever do.
Yeah, honestly. Very, very good performance.
Very good singer.
Great singer, good energy.
Great breath control.
Holy crap, I was really impressed. Yeah.
Spencer Barbosa was there, and Aaron has
clue.
no idea who that is.
Still no clue. Maybe seen them on TikTok.
Yeah, I think so. Fellow Canadian influencer who's probably not getting paid through TikTok, so that sucks.
Yeah, come on, people. Start to monetize things for Canadians. We get so screwed on everything.
But it was funny to watch everyone around us freak out, and you and the people in front of us were like, who?
Who is this person who's probably 10 years plus younger than me?
Yeah, I think she's 21 or 22.
Yeah, that'll be right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know you. Happy that you're doing well and successful and moderately social famous.
I learned today that her boyfriend is from 40 minutes away from here.
Oh, wow.
So, small world.
Huh. Small world.
Very small world, full of very small towns.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was fun. We stood in line for a decent chunk of time in a pee corner.
the piss corner, yeah.
Good old history.
Yeah, that was fun. We just got wrapped around a dirty old building in East Toronto.
And we're by the lakeshore. We're in the
It's
beaches.
close to the beaches.
But,
Yeah.
oh my God, it stunk like so much like wet garbage.
Yeah, that's the water warming up probably.
I was
Just not good.
disgusting. Sorry for the fake gag.
Yeah, we promised we weren't going to do that, I think,
Shit.
on the last episode. Jade, you've cursed us now.
I have. Sorry. It was revolting, okay?
Maybe you can just beep it out really quick.
Yeah. My coworker that sat in that parking lot
Yeah.
for an hour.
Ew.
Because she didn't get home until 1 a.m.
Oh, they were waiting to get out of there that long.
She got home at 1 a.m. Because I was like, when did you get home? She was like, 1. When did you get home? I was like, 12.
Yeah, that's rough.
I dropped you off and I had a text that was like, hey, are you still in the parking lot? Like from like, I don't know, like
Yeah.
11:30.
Yeah.
And I was like, nah, fam.
No.
I dipped. I cut some people off, but I was at like where we were supposed to be. So
Right.
she said today, she's like, I wondered why you parked over there. And then she thought, I'm fucking dumb.
Yeah, you got to strategize every time. So listen up. Strategize the next time you have to park for a concert.
When you go and there's parking lot, and if you get there late, if you get there early, it's better if you get there a little early so you got more thing. Don't park in the middle.
Don't pull in.
Don't pull
back
in
so you can drive out of that
Park
shit.
along the outer edge, but park along the edge that's closest to your exit.
Yeah.
And if you're going to Rebel in Toronto, they will never open the gate at the end of the road.
No.
Park where you enter, or you will be stuck there for 2 fucking hours.
Strategize your parking. This is key.
Like, oh, you're going to have to walk a little further when you first get there. You will just save so much time. I think we got out in like maybe 5 minutes.
Yeah, it was great. And then we were just flying home.
Yeah.
It was great.
We saw a coyote.
That was weird.
It was very weird. Just like jumping over the middle of the highway.
Well, I think that's like leading up to the eclipse stuff. We just had some really weird shit going on.
Yes. Yeah. And then the next day, dead at work and the eclipse happens.
Yep. Was definitely dead at work. Felt so hungover and I didn't even
got
drink
to work
anything.
Early.
Oh, I was definitely late.
I was not late.
I just messaged my boss, which I'm so grateful for, and he was just like, "No worries, see you when we see you." I'm like,
cool.
Yes,
be there at noon.
Yeah, right. I was almost like, yeah, I'm just gonna be like a few hours, but I try and make it on time.
It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, it's okay to be late sometimes. You gotta enjoy life, right?
Yeah. I was on a walk tonight before you came over, and
Jealous.
Mom goes, your dad asked when your next concert is, and she goes, I think it's pretty soon. I was like, oh yeah, this coming Tuesday.
Yeah. Your
he
dad
keeps going, well, she's not going to Montreal yet.
Yeah, your
It's
dad's
the only
like,
one he's remembered.
When I walked up, your dad's like, "Oh, she's got so many concerts. Are you going with her the one on Tuesday?" I'm like, yeah. He's like, "Did you go with her on the one the other day?" Yeah. And then your mom's like, "She's going with all of them." Yeah.
Yes. So we have Noah Khan on Tuesday. I'm so excited.
That one's going to be super cool.
Which means after that, we have a week, and then we go to Toronto to get you tattooed.
Oh my gosh. What an eventful two months, even though we feel like we're doing absolutely fuck all.
Oh my God. Time is like passing at the speed of light. And I'm like, can you fucking chill?
Like, I hope summer doesn't go by so fast. I'll be so crushed.
I feel like it's going to.
Ugh.
Maybe.
No.
Yeah. So we've got that. And
Yep.
I'm so excited. My mom sent me a reel today. There is a Squishmallow pop-up at Union Station.
Oh my god.
So she went, you can go get Squishmallows. I'm like, we probably can't bring those into the arena.
No.
But
Darn it.
I'm excited. I'm excited for the merch. I know the shirts I want.
I just want the one. I've settled on just getting one. I have to save some amount of money for Sleep Token.
I don't care. I need a shirt with dates, but I need the one that we both like.
Yes, I love that.
Because it's like graphic illustrative. It looks so cool. I drove to Shoppers after work, and I saw someone on the sidewalk wearing a Noah Khan Canadian
really
shirt. I'm like, you went on Saturday.
Oh, jealous. Hope it was good.
Yes, I'm so excited.
Can't wait.
Yes, Bob's only retention was, oh, you're driving to a different province for For a concert. Okay, yeah, I'll remember that one. Because when I said we were going to Benson, he goes, "You're going to Montreal already?" I'm like, "I'm not going on a Sunday."
Oh my God. Yeah, we're going to drive. How many hours is it to get to Montreal? Like 4 or something like that?
4.
4 hours there, go to a concert real quick, and then drive 4 hours home. No, thank you. I'm an adult. I need to plan around that. I can't do that spontaneity anymore.
Yeah, we're going to drive 4 hours, check in, go get Aaron tattooed again.
I know. I'm
Get some-
overkilling it on the tattoos
some
this
dinner.
year. But I didn't get any last year, and I
Yeah.
usually get one a year at least, so I have to make up for that fact.
Yeah. Then we'll go to bed, then we'll wake up, and we can go as early as we want because
Yes,
it's
we
down
can.
the fucking road.
Yes, it's going to be so good.
No parking. And like, that is a concert that I would happily sit on the sidewalk for
And
hours.
free breakfast?
Yes.
You know what we should do? We should do what they did at the Benson Boone concert and bring little blankets for sitting that we just leave behind.
Does the dollar store sell blankets?
I think so. Definitely in like a pet section, I think.
Oh, we could sit on
Yeah.
sit on a dog bed or something.
Yes.
I'm sure we could find like a little blanket or something. I will happily sit on the sidewalk for 8 hours. I do not care.
Yeah, I just want something for cushioning my butt because, you know, my back. Yeah.
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 Yeah. So we
I'm a
can
princess that way.
we can do that, and like we'll have all the snacks. And I think there's food like close by, if one of us wanted to walk
Yeah, that's not a big deal.
and I'm sure
Definitely
we can,
gonna need some comfortable freaking shoes, though.
Yeah.
That'll have to be a decision.
I think I can wear the shoes, like my running shoes. I just can't stand in them for that long. I can walk and they're cushy.
Yeah, they're good.
But standing
is
and I'm
not not so great.
so
We'll
I'll
figure it
happily
out.
sit on the sidewalk, and then hopefully we're like there for
Right
sleep
there.
token. We might fucking die. Like, I'm bringing my
So
heating
gonna
pad.
die.
I will bring all the medication. Oh,
It's gonna be so good, but so bad at the same time.
oh.
So excellent. Looking forward
We
to
just
it.
can't be in the middle.
Oh no.
We will die.
We'll figure it out.
Aaron, don't forget your earplugs.
Oh yes, I'm gonna have to purchase those in the next couple of weeks.
Yes.
For sure. Have to do some research.
That'll be exciting.
Super exciting. So I'm just gonna go on a little rant
Yeah.
tangent.
Okay.
So recently, our beloved Canva decided they're gonna buy Affinity. And if you don't know what Affinity is, it's a alternative to Adobe, which is, I don't know if that speaks for itself, but Adobe Creative Suite includes Photoshop, Illustrator, InDesign, etc. Affinity is by Serif, and they have their own version of those kind of programs, publisher, designer, yada, yada, yada. Well, Canva bought it, and it's like, I have to write like a eulogy, basically.
You're just waiting for the downfall.
Yeah, well, I mean, I already have the license for 1 and 2 versions of Affinity.
I have version 1.
So, you know, at least I don't have to worry about the whole subscription thing. But,
Are they changing it?
oh, they're definitely going to
Oh,
change it. They
fuck.
said people were like so upset when the news went out. There's so many comments and just constant like, oh, hey, you're not going to go instantly into a subscription service, because that's what Canva is. Canva is a subscription service.
I thought Canva was free. Does
Well,
it have free aspects?
It does have free aspects,
Okay.
but if you want to unlock all of the exports and all that
Yeah.
stuff and actually get like, because they use a lot of, excuse me, royalty free imagery and stuff like that.
Okay. Yeah.
And fonts, they'll limit your fonts and all that stuff.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So I don't know. It'll be interesting to see whether Canva is going to like absorb Affinity into its current program or keep it as a separate entity. And then they promised, after everybody's freaking out, they sent a kind of
Apology email, kind of, or like a...
no, we're just trying to cover our ass
Yeah.
so we don't lose all of our, you know, people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they sent out an apology or whatever. Not really an apology, just a promise and a clarification that stated they weren't going to go into subscription mode. And I was like, I give it about a year.
Yeah.
Wait for the merger to end, and then the rules will be like, nope, buy
Oh,
instant
sucks.
subscription.
And I know what Canva is. I can't say I've ever used it, but in my head, all I'm picturing is like Picnic and PicMonkey and all those is essentially like the same thing.
Yeah.
Just like elevated to fit this day and age.
It's like if you have Adobe, Canva is literally Microsoft Paint.
Okay.
It's a sad story.
Well, I know everyone on the internet who has a small business in a small town. All of your logos look the same because you're all using Canva.
Don't use fucking Canva to design your logos. This makes me so mad. I see it so often in both of my many jobs.
Both of my many.
Yeah, that's right. Both of all the jobs that I do. I just see it so often, and it's like, we can't reproduce this because you just handed us a PNG. How do we cut vinyl without vectors?
Yeah, or it's just like, you don't own any of this.
You don't. No, and then you're also not getting any competition. Like, you're not standing out amongst competition.
No, you all look the same because you literally just changed the color of your paint swatch, and your circle is the same, and your font is the exact same. You just changed the name.
Don't be cheap, or even better, reach out to your local education peoples and see if there is a student in a graphic design program who would be interested in growing their portfolio. I'm not saying spec work, but I'm also saying just.
Or even if you're you can use Canva. I'm sure you could produce something that's actually cool. Yeah. But just don't use every template. Take pieces and bits of stuff you like and just try and throw something together. Enough with the fucking script font. No one can read it if it's the size of an Instagram profile picture. Also, when you print that shit, nobody can read it because it's so thin.
Yeah, so many real estate agents out there right now using that script font, and I'm like,
you're a real estate agent.
Nobody can read your signs from the road. Okay, It's a script font. Can you read it? You try reading it while driving at 50K.
So really 60.
Yeah, so really 60. Drive by your sign and see if you can read it.
Also, for the love of God, people, and this is just because of recently getting into work, and I have a thing on my computer that's are these colors accessible, the contrast wise and stuff. For the love of God, people, quit putting white text on neon fucking colors,
especially yellow, or vice versa,
or green.
You can't read it.
Nobody
can read it.
Just if it looks bright on your computer screen, don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
There's a reason why you design websites with off-white and off-black, because it's literally so harsh on people's eyes. It makes it uncomfortable.
And
but
people
don't know this.
I see it all the time. And it's this is hurting my brain. Why are we having lime green stickies with white, small white text?
Ugh. Okay, well, that's getting past the faux pas of 2024 design.
Oh,
yeah.
Rant.
Any other news to catch up on?
It's only Wednesday.
Did
anything happen? I didn't break anything. I didn't drop anything. I thought I hurt my wrist again today at work.
Oh, no.
But it's okay now. It was just it felt like it needed to pop.
Ooh, that's
so
weird.
I was just sitting there before lunch.
Flapping around like a little fish.
Yeah, pretty much. It went away. I think I might have pushed up on it weird. It sometimes still hurts a little bit, but
I feel like flapping your wrist like that probably also not a...
It doesn't... It must have popped. I don't know.
So weird. Maybe
felt
a
there
little air bubble in there.
It felt like there was a bubble.
Yeah, that's weird.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, any other positive news that you can think of? Not really. I'm tired. That's my positive news. I am exhausted. I can't wait to sleep.
Yeah. It's been a depressing week. And it's only Wednesday.
What is up with this week? I guess we just had too much fun on Sunday, and then the rest of the week just looks like crap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I Excuse me.
Yawn.
I'm usually good with like standing for long periods of time. Like your girl worked as a cashier for 6 years of her life. She can stand. I don't know what it was on Sunday. I got home and could barely fucking move.
Oh.
I was like, am I Aaron? My back hurts.
Maybe you
so
did
much.
absorb my back pain, because I think I was all right. I woke up a little stiff, obviously.
I woke up fine. I just like bent over to like take off my pants and was like,
you did trade with me then.
I was like, what the hell?
Enjoy that
Everything
pain.
just felt so tight. I'm fine now, but I just thought that was funny.
It's the concrete road that we're waiting on, I think.
Yeah, and the fucking concrete floor at the venue probably.
Yeah, it's not good for your spine. No. I know that one.
I'm like, orthotics are supposed to help, not hurt my feet.
Oh, well.
This hard, what are they? They're not plastic.
Something.
This hard thing in my shoe. I've been standing on it for a solid amount of time. My feet kind of hurt.
Yeah. Wonder why.
Yeah, other than that, no. Oh my word.
You're falling asleep. We're falling asleep while podcasting. Okay, so
onto the eclipse.
The eclipse. So Monday was a total
solar eclipse.
I'm gonna call it a totality eclipse because it sounds so
totality
so much cooler.
Is such a weird word. I've never
word.
used it until this week.
Me either. That's funny.
And I just like to say that Aaron and I both were like, oh, it's just a fucking solar eclipse. And then both of us watched it and we're like, oh, that's pretty cool.
That was absolutely amazing to actually watch. And the whole time for like the past, I don't know how many weeks. It's just been everywhere.
Month. Since they announced that they were closing school, I was like, what the fuck?
I mean, I understood that because kids are dumb. And
yeah, I know, but now the kids are at home by themselves. They're going to be even more dumb.
Yeah, I guess so. Well,
but yeah.
Don't stare at the sun. Just like every other day, don't stare at the sun. This doesn't change.
No. And I don't know if you were also like me. I was like, didn't we just have an eclipse like not long ago? I guess it was different.
It was different. It wasn't a total eclipse. We could still, it was like a partial eclipse.
We still saw it,
or whatever.
But it was just, okay.
Yeah.
And then there was a lunar eclipse like a week ago.
Yeah. And I think...
which I did not watch. My dad was like, there's another eclipse. I was like, the hell are you on? It's like 9 p.m. It's like, oh, it's the moon.
It's the moon. The moon eclipse. Nobody gives a shit about the moon. Wait until the sun gets blocked out so it gets weird out.
I give a shit about the moon.
I mean, yeah. Well,
not
as much care as Pluto.
Oh, yeah, I love Pluto. Pluto is a planet. Pluto's always been a planet. Pluto will forever be a planet. Fight me.
Everybody feels for Pluto. Sad little Pluto.
I know, right? Give me some background, Aaron.
Background. Where is my background notes?
Also, if you're listening and we're like, there was a solar eclipse, I don't know exactly the span of it, but majority of it was just southern Ontario. So probably some states in the midst of that, but like not a lot.
Yeah, it just kind of swoops over North America.
Went a little bit into like also probably a little southern Quebec.
Oh yeah, no, right across.
Yeah.
Right across Quebec. Some of the best viewing was in northern Quebec.
Yeah, so.
And the provinces attached to that. I mean, you could just quickly look up a map. I'm sure you've only heard about this for the past months and you know about it. So
if you saw totality, I'm jealous of you because I did not realize how dark it gets.
It was weird.
Like we got 99.2%.
Yeah.
And just the extra 0.8% would have made that much difference.
Yes, so strange.
I'll stop talking now.
So yeah, I thought it was overhyped, but
so did I.
That was pretty cool. I'm glad that day my boss actually had a pair of glasses in his truck because he wasn't thinking about it. And then I was like, oh, I think the solar eclipse is starting soon. He's like, oh, I think I have glasses in my truck. And then everybody on staff all shared the glasses and we all stepped outside one at a time and checked it out. Yep.
Yeah, they gave us glasses at work and we walked down to the park by the river and watched it for however long, and then came back and had some brownies.
Yum.
And some weird, I think they're called Aussie bites. I ate 3/4 of it. There was a bunch of seeds. And
You're
some
brave.
dried
Those
apricots.
are gross as hell. I don't like them. Sorry, Aussie bites, but
They were good until I hit something and I was like, oh,
nope.
I did it again. Fuck.
You're gonna have to bleep that out.
And then I was like, oh, I can't finish this. Hannah, you gotta eat this.
So this was North America's second total eclipse in 7 years.
7?
Mm-hmm.
Only 7?
Yeah, but we couldn't see it where we were the last time it happened. It probably swooped up across some other part, or it might have gone across the states.
Okay.
So we wouldn't have seen.
Because I remember I kept seeing things online about like in 1974 or whatever. They were like, it's going to happen in 2024.
Yeah.
So, okay, that makes sense.
Well, that's what the internet tells me. So
The 1974 is probably like our area because that makes sense.
Yeah. I think it's like it only comes around it
even
takes
then,
a while.
not long enough. But yeah, it does take a while.
Yeah, so a solar eclipse occurs only during one lunar phase, the new moon, which I know nothing about, and I didn't actually research up any further.
Yeah, we can talk about the moon on another episode.
Yeah, the moon can have its
space.
dedicated episode on space.
Jade will promptly implode.
Not every new moon brings about a solar eclipse, so it's kind of a hit or miss thing. So I'm just going to go into like the science stuff now.
Sure.
The sun's corona, meaning the outermost part of its atmosphere.
Mm-hmm.
You see sometimes you see them freak out about the corona, like having little explosions and stuff.
Yeah. Isn't it like plasma?
Something like that.
And
it just goes out.
Yeah.
And then sometimes they say it's going to affect our radio waves or whatever.
Did you just hear a cat?
I heard a meow.
Oh, you broke in.
Uh-oh.
Ash.
Smarty kitty.
Play the Jeopardy music.
Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Wait, is that copyrighted? Maybe I shouldn't sing that. Uh-oh. In the meantime, Jade is going on a cat break to take a jailbreak kitty upstairs or kick him out. One or the other. Okay. And we're back. So the sun's corona, the outermost part of its atmosphere, can be viewed only during a total solar eclipse.
You can't see it in their fancy NASA telescopes?
Well, I mean, yeah, but when are you gonna?
Oh, okay. I thought you meant
this is visible.
anybody. Okay.
Yeah. Since the corona is shrouded in the sun's bright light, it's impossible to see with the naked eye. So this is this is our only chance to see it as little peoples without any magic telescopes.
Just really dark glasses.
Yeah, just really like welder's glasses.
Yeah.
Pretty much it is. During a total solar eclipse, the moon shields the sun's ferocious brightness. Not my words.
Ferocious. That reminds me of Maggie and the Ferocious Beast.
Very descriptive. I like it. So it shields the sun's brightness, allowing the corona's white light to be seen as the moon appears like a black disk over the sun. Mm-hmm. So basically, the moon kind of goes woo, and it blocks the sun, and then you get to see a little halo effect, and it's pretty cool. The solar eclipse results in two parts of the moon's shadow, the umbra, which I think is a cool word, and I think it's also a brand for something, probably like kitchen appliances or something like that.
Maybe.
The umbra, the dark inner shadow, and the penumbra, the fainter outer shadow.
I only saw one black ball.
You didn't see before or after when it was little crescents?
Yeah, but I didn't see two shadows.
I see. Well, that's probably because we weren't full totality.
Oh,
visible.
maybe.
Because I think you can only see that as a rarity. Which I think I have a note or something here about that. The sun's light is entirely blocked. The sun's light is entirely blocked in the umbra, so the observers must be within the phase of this shadow to observe a total solar eclipse. So we weren't.
just 0.8% off.
Which is pretty crazy in the scope of things, though. Like, that much of a percentage is huge because the sun is so massive.
Well, yeah, because not even 2 hours south of us, it was totality.
Yeah.
Like, we were just out of line.
Crazy, eh? And then those in the penumbra see a partial eclipse outside the moon shadow. There will be no eclipse. So
Sad.
we were part of the umbra, but not a full umbra.
Interesting.
In contrast to the total solar eclipse, an annular solar eclipse, I was about to say anal.
All the butts.
So many butts. Every episode has a butt. An annular solar eclipse doesn't fully cover the sun's disk. When this happens, the sun's outer edge is visible as an annulus or bright ring, also referred to as the ring of fire effect.
I was going to say ring of fire.
Yep. Well, they named it after a Johnny Cash song just to be super convenient. I hate that song so much.
Oh, come on.
Since the moon's orbit is elliptical and not a perfect circle, its distance from the Earth varies according to its location. Apogee is observed as the farthest point from Earth in the orbit, where the moon appears smaller. During the annular solar eclipse, the moon covers the sun while it's at or near the apogee. So, that's basically it. You have, what do you have?
Did you know that there is such things as hybrid solar eclipses?
No. That's cool.
So because the Earth's surface is curved, sometimes an eclipse can shift between an annular and a total as the moon's shadow moves across the globe. This is called a hybrid solar eclipse. I think I had another thing open, but I don't know where it went.
I was about to say, oh, the Earth's round?
Who would have thought?
Crazy. Crazy news.
No, I have a list. Where did my Reddit post go? Did I fucking save over it?
You probably did.
I'll read some of my facts, and then while you're chatting, I will find the Reddit, because he said he was an optometrist, and he sounded like he knew what he was talking about. And it explained, why it's dangerous. It's dangerous 24/7 to look at the sun, but why it's even more dangerous.
I see.
So this is from a website called CNET. Total solar eclipse. It says 2017. 6 bizarre things that will happen.
Ooh.
So animals are getting confused. A total eclipse sun is 10,000 times fainter than one that is 99% covered by the moon. As we know.
Yeah.
Some professor of physics told them that. Okay. Change in light during an eclipse makes temperature drop suddenly, which makes animals think night is coming. Animals may do their evening songs and behavior as the eclipse ends. They think that morning is coming. So animals and insects only come out at dusk or night to start appearing. So you better bring mosquito repellent.
Weird.
Or like bats, stars and planets in the middle of the day. So because if you're in totality, the sky's going to get so dark, it's going to look like it's nighttime.
Yeah.
So I read this and I went, oh, I saw this, and I'm so glad I did. Did you see shadow bands?
No, I didn't get to see those.
So right before a total eclipse, little snake-like shadows appear to slither across the ground. According to NASA, scientists aren't completely sure why the shadow bands happen. Many believe that they are caused by light from the eclipse being focused and refocused through cells of air in the atmosphere. Shadow bands are a rare sight during the eclipse, but you may be able to see them with the right equipment, timing, and location.
That's so
the most
cool.
important part is the color of the ground. You can see the bands best on light colors. I saw them on like the trail.
Oh yeah, that's so cool.
So it was like it was still concrete, and I can't remember when it was. I think it was like really, really close to like it being, if it was full, it would have been full.
Yeah.
Or it was like just starting to move back.
Okay.
And I happened to like stop craning my neck, and I looked down and I went, oh my God, guys, look at the ground. And they were like, what do you mean? I'm like, just like look and try and focus at the ground. Like, do you not see it like moving? And everyone was like, what the fuck is that? I thought maybe it was like something to do with heat, because you know how you can see heat sometimes?
Waves. Yeah,
that's what it was. So cool.
That's so cool. Yeah, I wish I was outside and actually for the whole thing, but
Yeah. And I think I wasn't sitting on the ground at that point. I eventually sat on the ground. My neck hurt so bad.
oh no.
Bailey's beads. Have you seen any of those on Twitter?
No, but I did read a little bit about this.
So Bailey's beads are pearls of sunlight shining through valleys and mountains of the moon, explained Pickett. I think that was the physicist. You'll see them around the edges of the moon as it passes over the sun. Beads may look reddish in color, exposing the upper atmosphere of the sun, the chromosphere, or the sphere color.
That's so cool.
Some people got some really good photos on Twitter.
Yeah,
my Twitter
I've
has just
put
been
one on my
eclipse.
phone as a wallpaper.
Really?
Yeah, I love it.
Corona rainbows are a thing.
Didn't hear about that one.
Corona rainbows happen when air is full of water molecules. So in 1999, somebody was watching in England. It was completely overcast and rainy day leading up to the eclipse. You couldn't see the sun at all. 3 minutes before totality, the sun started to peek through, and with 1 minute to go, clouds dissipated and the entire sky opened up. Even though the rain had stopped, there was still so much water vapor in the air. When the sun eclipsed, the corona was full of tiny rainbows.
Oh.
Imagine seeing stunning corona in full color. I've never seen that since, but anything is possible.
That's crazy.
The 360-degree sunset, which I saw a photo of kind of on Twitter.
Oh, yeah.
It was just like, you know how when you see a sunset and it's just on like this side, it's just everywhere.
Yeah.
Which I think would be really, really cool.
That's really cool.
I think I saw it and when they were like down by Lake Ontario.
Oh, yeah.
That would be even more cool. But yeah, those are my little facts.
Yeah, I'm just going back to like what you were saying about the animals acting weird. I watched a TikTok the other night where there was like a goat.
Oh.
A guy was walking, doing a walking trail, and in front of him there was like, well, way down the road there was like there's a zoo off to the right, and then just a walking trail that keeps going through. And he's walking under this bridge, and he's like, I don't know what's up, but I think the animals are acting weird. And then he just focuses the camera, and the goat's just sitting like not on the bridge, on like the thing that holds the bridge up. I don't know how the goat would have got there.
Oh.
But he's like, yeah, we're going to have to figure out something. So I don't know what that goat was doing, but it must have been pretty stressed out during the eclipse because it was hiding under the bridge. Like it was hiding. Poor thing. Also, my coworker, she was out walking in just the local forest or whatever, and there was raccoons out.
There was a raccoon in my backyard last night. I fed him grapes.
Not last night, though. Like it was during the day, right? So it's like I think the raccoon either it's rabies or, you know, I was like, you better be careful if you're out there. That one might have rabies, and you don't want to catch rabies. We can talk about that on another episode. Cause
just dead. You're dead.
Yeah, you're dead.
Sorry.
Dunzo. Yep, bye. Anyway, but it was probably just confused because it was so dark out, right?
I was actually surprised at like it got not dark in town, but like the street lights came on.
Yeah.
And it was like it just looked fake.
Yeah, everything looked like it had a filter.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you can't the weird thing about it is you can't really take a picture.
No.
Like the picture doesn't capture the kind of ethereal, like glowy.
It was like hazy. It looked like it, like you were looking through like kind of like a dirty screen.
Yeah, like very surreal.
One of my coworkers was like, "Am I gonna get superpowers now?" I was like, "Oh, we'll find out in the morning."
It's either that or everyone's gonna have migraines.
And, did you see my work's post?
No.
Okay, coworker took photos of us like during the eclipse, like looking up and stuff.
Oh yeah.
And dear Sydney, I love her. She was so amazed, and her face in the one photo kills me. She's so happy, and she can't see if she's getting her photo taken. She's just looking up, smiling so brightly.
Oh,
it was so cute. She kept making the funniest comments, and then she would like take her glasses off. She's like, "Oh, I want to look," and I'm like, "Don't fucking look,
don't, or you go blind.
Don't look at the sun.
Don't look at the sun. Never look at the sun. It's not safe for your eyeballs."
It was. I'll have to show you after we're done. But it was. It literally, like, I'm in the photo too, and it's like the worst fucking angle of me. And I was like, "Sydney, can I post this?" And she was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Okay, I don't care that I'm in this. You are the star of this photo."
Oh, that's good.
It was so funny.
I have a few little factoids myself
Mm-hmm.
that I can build on. The solar eclipse is seen as an omen.
Hmm.
According to ancient Greece lore, solar eclipses were perceived as ill omens because they were seen as a symbol of God's anger.
No, fuck you, darkness.
Yeah. Hence the word's Greek origins, eclipsis, which refers to being abandoned.
Oh.
It's like, so all the gods were like, no light for you. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
The total solar eclipses are only seen on Earth.
What do you mean?
Earth is the only planet in our solar system
Oh,
that
that
witnesses
has.
a perfect total solar eclipse due to the relative size and distance ratio of the sun and the moon from the planet.
Ah, gotcha.
You know how crazy that is?
We're so alone in space.
Oh, yeah.
Like, so alone.
So low. Like,
well, like, really, like, probably not, but, like...
there's a good chance that nothing else is out there, which is insane.
There's a good chance there is, but we can't go there because we'll die on the way.
But it'd be a fun adventure.
It's too long. That's what stresses me out about space, is there's so much, like...
Too
there's
much space.
so many galaxies. There's so many of this, but they're light years away. And comprehending light years is just like, oh, you could get there? You'd be dead. Like,
yeah. Yeah. You'd have to have generations and generations and generations.
just like,
and
spawning.
oxygen. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're not making it there.
it's just, who discovered space?
Who discovered space? Who thought about it?
Well, just like, who, like, looked up at the sky one day and was like, there's got to be more than just clouds.
Isn't, maybe I'm stupid. Isn't it Galileo?
I don't fucking know.
Oh man, we're gonna have a
we're
space episode.
clearly, like, I know nothing about history.
I can't remember anything I was taught.
I was never taught about these people.
Do you think it would have been slightly important to get like
Some sort of history lesson.
some amount of where do we come from? Why was this a thing?
No.
No. Instead, we get Canadian history about World War I and II and our parts and patriarchy and be proud of the flag.
Learning about Parliament,
Barf.
but didn't retain any of that info.
Yeah, I know that we have like a prime minister.
There's green seats in the House of Commons. That's all I know.
Yeah, well, I'm glad they're not blowing the budget on, updating all of that furniture. So
It looks so bad. Yes, space is definitely an episode.
So, did you know in 600 million years there will be no total solar eclipses anymore?
Is that because the sun's gone?
No.
Oh.
Let me read on.
Okay.
Richard von Drake, NASA's Goddard Spicy Flight Center. Yep. Wow. I can read. I'm not tired. I promise. NASA's Goddard Space Flight Center lunar scientist. Wow, that's a lot of words.
Richard for short.
We'll just call him Richard or Dick. We have to dig into that. Histories of names.
Yes.
So this lunar scientist had previously described a total eclipse as a dance with three partners: the moon, the sun, and the earth. And Earth with a capital E.
Oh, okay.
He also affirmed
Special.
about 600 million years from now, Earth will experience the beauty and drama of a total solar eclipse for the last time. Solar eclipses occur because of the moon and the sun's relative size and distance. While the sun is about 400 times wider than the moon,
Just dad.
insane, the latter is about 400 times closer to the Earth. Both bodies appear to have the same size in Earth's sky. However, a NASA statement addressed the growing distance, about 1.5 inches per year. Can you imagine?
Are you... stuff is moving away from us?
Stuff is moving away.
Jesus Christ.
That's between the moon and Earth. So this affects the result of like a total solar eclipse because the diminished size of the moon. Like the moon's getting farther away.
Why is it moving?
Probably because it's getting attracted by the sun's gravity.
Well, get fucked. It's our moon,
My
not
moon.
yours.
Well, everything's eventually going to just get sucked into the sun anyways, but... Silence.
okay. I
Yeah.
thought the sun was just gonna blow up and then everybody would die.
Well, we'd have 8 minutes before.
Yes.
Yeah, before,
That's
and we wouldn't even know.
That's terrifying.
It would just be happening.
And Aaron and I have anxiety. Why?
Yeah, because space is scary.
But so cool.
Yeah, so over time, the number of solar eclipses will just, and the frequency of them will just decrease and stop.
So the moon's just gonna go bye-bye.
Yeah, moon just gets smaller and smaller to the point where it won't be able to cover the sun.
What happens to our tides?
Yeah, it's going to be crazy times in 600 million years.
Thank God we're not alive, eh?
Yeah, I don't have to stress over that. Woo!
I read somewhere that they like I don't know if it's total eclipses, but eclipses happen like every 18 months.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's happening all over. Like, you can go
That's
to another
crazy.
total eclipse somewhere else on the planet. I think there's one in southern,
2033.
yeah,
And then
southern
20
America or something.
Yes.
This August.
Oh, yeah. No, 2026.
Oh, I thought there was another one in August.
Oh, maybe. So there's
Maybe
it
it's
goes
a partial one.
2026 and then 2033 it comes back to the States.
Oh, okay.
And then 2044 it's in like Iceland and stuff. Could you imagine seeing the northern lights in the fucking eclipse? Goals.
Dreams.
So it goes over like Iceland.
Will we be dead?
The UK in 2044.
Was that what you said?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'll be 45.
44.
No.
Then I'll be dead.
Then you'll done. Aaron's in her 50s. Done.
I'm over it.
Yeah, Iceland, somewhere else, UK, like around there. And then it won't come back to where we had it now until 2144, which is only 120-ish, 7-ish years. And usually the average is like 350.
All right.
So
Well,
it's pretty good.
you know what? I'm going to be a brain in a jar. So maybe
Yeah.
they'll hook me up to a TV screen or camera.
So
I
we can watch.
it. Yeah.
We don't need glasses because we're just a brain.
I don't have to worry about my eyes burning into my skull and just see it on a little special camera.
I think that's also why. And I mean, like, I heard them talk about it. This was a lifetime opportunity. I understand now why that was so cool to watch.
Yeah. Okay. I appreciate it. I'm sorry I judged it. But I'm also I kept seeing signs all over the highway about being prepared.
Yes.
And it was just, yeah, don't stare at the sun. That's just a general rule, especially when you can melt your eyeballs out.
My dad just texted me, and I'm only reading this because it has to do with the podcast. I should be the first gas because I'm an introvert guest. Huh?
Bob, we're going to need you to
Extrovert. There you go.
to text a little
He's
clearer.
talking into the iPhone for us, let's be honest.
Okay.
I should be the first guess, I think is what he meant to say, because I'm an extrovert guess. Yeah, you are extroverted.
So in 2024, the totality would have been the longest one since 2010.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So that will be, I think it was about 4 minutes and 40 seconds.
Yeah, I read stuff around
Something
there.
like that.
That's crazy.
And then in 2027, the total solar eclipse is estimated to last about 6 minutes and 23 seconds, and that'll be in Egypt.
Imagine seeing and this is gonna be like, the pyramids aren't like if you look at the pyramids, but then you like back up the photo and like see where they are, it looks weird. But seeing an eclipse, if it was like near the pyramids, that'd be really cool.
That would be sick. Imagine the photography you could get.
Woo.
Sick. Everybody book your tickets.
Got another text from Bob.
Hi, Bob.
Mom told me what an introvert meant, not me.
Yeah, clearly. You have friends over like on the daily. Every time I come here, there's somebody else new. I meet someone new, which is cool. Good for you.
He knows everybody in this town.
That's awesome.
And surrounding area.
I got one more.
Yay.
It's called the Saros cycle.
Saros?
Saros. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. It's Saros.
Yeah, that's how I would say it.
It's the same overlapping pattern that it will occur in 2042. Every 18 years, 11 days, and 8 hours, the same alignment between the sun, moon, and earth results in a similar solar eclipse. So the April 8th, 2024 alignment will similarly repeat its pattern again on April 20th, 2042. Kind of weird, eh?
Very weird. Would you like to know why it is so much more dangerous? I found my Reddit post.
Do it.
Okay, I'm going to read the whole post. So it says, edit. I've had over 200 DMs asking questions. Please don't DM me. Ask your question here. I'll try to answer it. Here's what I'm getting a lot of. This is from 3 days ago. Number 1, my glasses slipped, or I just looked up for a second, or I was outside and the sun hit my periphery. Shouldn't it be peripheral?
It's definitely peripheral.
Okay. Or any number of permutations?
Yep, that's a word.
Never seen it before. When someone saw the sun and are now asking if their eyes are damaged. My answer, I don't know. I don't have access to your eyes. The precise amount of light that hit them, whether your pupil dilated. If you're concerned, go see an ophthalmologist.
Spicy ophthalmologist.
Number 2, I stared at it for just a second. Did I cause damage? When we say 1 to 2 seconds is enough to cause damage, that is like saying 1 to 2 inches of water is enough for an unattended baby to drown in. It's the starting point where the risk becomes non-negligible. How do you say that?
Negligible.
There's so many G's.
Yes.
The more you stare, the higher risk. Are you probably fine if you stare at it for 1 second? Sure. The odds are more in your favor than against, but it's still not a
negligible
risk. That's why we say don't stare at all. 3 general science questions. Please ask here instead of DMing. So the original post. I feel like I need to say this because I've already had to clarify this for some close family recently. Some people think that they can stare into the sun for 1 to 2 seconds and be fine, or that they'll be fine because they've looked into the sun before and nothing happened.
Uh-oh.
During a non-eclipse, if you try and look into the sun, you have what's called a Jesus fucking Christ.
Pupillary.
Yep. Light reflex. Light reflex. There's so much spit in my mouth right now. Breathe. Which heavily constricts the pupil to prevent too much light from entering and damaging your eyes. During a partial eclipse, there is much less light from the sun, and this reflex may not trigger. Your attempt at focusing on the sun may actually dilate your pupil, washing your retina with the full force of the sun's light. This is why looking into the sun during a partial eclipse for even 1 to 2 seconds can cause permanent damage to your retina and result in vision loss. You briefly stare and not feel pain, so think it's okay to stare again. No. I love the grammar. But burning your retinas is much like a sunburn. Permanent damage is done far before you begin to feel the pain. Most of the time, vision loss will begin a few hours after the permanent retinal damage. And by permanent, we mean there is no fixing it. Do not, under any circumstances, look at the sun for even 1 second without proper eclipse glasses. And do not think that because you stared into the sun before that you'll be fine. Also, if you have small children, the shadowed light may make them curious, and they may look up innocently. Keep small kids who don't understand the dangers indoors, please. During totality, when the moon has fully covered the sun and you can only see its corona, it is safe to look at it unprotected for a brief moment. Also, this is besides the point, but there is no risk of additional radiation during eclipse.
Oh, well, that's good to clarify.
Yeah.
Because we're not all scientists.
So, your eyes are confused, essentially, and they're going to let all the light in.
I feel like I might have accidentally done some damage. Not that I stared at it. I just, I was trying to get the door open and I had the glasses on and I couldn't see. So I
couldn't see anything.
Took the glasses off for just a second, but I wasn't staring at the sun. All of my coworkers were terrified. We were just like, so can we don't look at the window. Don't look at the window.
I know, it looked like we were walking down and it was behind us up on the hill, and everybody came outside and started looking up, and everyone was like, don't look, put your glasses on, don't look. We're walking down the hill and the girls are like, I can't look back, I want to look. I'm like, just walk down the hill.
It's amazing how it makes us so paranoid. Everybody bands together to be like, no, don't do it. Your eyes are going to melt out of your head.
I mean, your retinas don't have pain receptors, so you're not going to fucking know.
Yeah, you just sunburnt the shit out of your eyes.
I saw a TikTok and I really, really hope it was fake.
Oh no.
Family is watching and the young kid is sobbing, going, Dad, I can't see anything. And he's like, yeah, okay, you're not funny. He's like, I really can't see.
Oh no.
And I was like, what? And he's like, you told me I could, like, it was over. And he's like, I didn't mean take off your glasses. And then I just kept scrolling. I was like, I can't watch this.
Please don't be real.
Yeah. So just like don't stare at the sun regardless.
Yeah. Any day ever. Don't stare at the sun.
Many a times. And then you can't fucking see.
Yeah, there's a reason for that. It's burning your retinas out.
You're like, oh, this nice blue purple circle is just stuck in my vision.
Yeah, that's not good.
No, I don't want to install software.
Yeah, I love the ads. So much ads.
So many.
So do you have more, or is it just...
No, that's all I got.
Well, I guess today's motto is don't stare at the sun.
No. This should have been let there be light.
Yeah.
Why was it that last time? What did we talk about last
I honestly
week?
wondered why you labeled it that.
What was our topic?
That's a good question. We can't even remember our own podcast. Is anyone listening to it?
We talked about whales. It was about
It
phobias.
was my topic. No, Let There Be Light was my topic.
Oh.
Remember?
Oh my God,
it was awful. I shouldn't be in charge of picking topics.
It wasn't awful.
It was pretty bad.
Fuck, what did we talk about?
I don't know. Let me dig it up here.
More copyright.
I just make up a song.
Let there be light.
There was something about...
We didn't talk about the eclipse.
No, this is the social post for it. We talked about cutlery.
Yeah?
Yeah.
If you don't fuck with tiny forks, I don't fuck with you.
Daylight saving time. How did we forget that? Because it was boring. I'm sorry. I chose all the boring topics.
I really didn't know that the candy industry was like...
Yeah, they're out there. They're vicious.
Also, it wasn't boring. Hannah giggled the whole time at her desk.
Oh, thanks, Hannah.
She loves that I talk about her. She goes, I better be mentioned on this episode.
Every episode.
She's caught up. So she's like, I'm waiting for episode 5.
Fuck,
I did it
Learn how
again.
to count.
No.
Go back to Sesame Street.
Speaking of counting.
Yep.
Throwing it back to grade 9 French, where we were supposed to be able to count to 100. I can count to 15.
Don't you get to like 40 and it's like 89?
It's like 22
something.
plus 22.
Yeah. Yeah. Or something like that.
Yeah, I can maybe count to 15.
Or 4 20s.
Yes.
And then the number kind of thing.
No. I remember standing in a circle and they were counting and I was just like,
Yeah, I'm saying this. I'm just going to mouth what everyone else is saying and hopefully pass this course.
Yep.
I'm so glad I didn't have to do that. It's probably because we had this poor substitute teacher who got super bullied and had to leave.
I thought I was going to say because you had religion instead.
No, they forced you to do that and French. So I would have loved to learn more French. Personally, not sorry.
I would have loved to learn another language.
Oh, we also had the option to learn German.
Ooh.
Which was pretty cool, but I didn't get into that course. Yeah. Well,
what is your your song?
Oh, my song.
Aaron has a recommendation.
We're giving back. Well, I'm giving back. I don't
Jade's
know if
not.
Jade has anything.
Oh, well, I have a book update.
Okay, well that's good enough. The song. Oh, I changed notes again.
Too many notes.
God damn
How do people do this?
Yeah, seriously. Probably don't use Apple Notes to piece it all together.
Or they just, have a TV screen in their podcast studio with their notes on it all the time.
Oh, that's probably a strategy. I have like 2 little screens that I click back and forth from.
I have one little screen.
Oh, that works too. So my song is called Go Back by Tom, I want to say Otten.
That's how I'm thinking.
Yeah. And it's just a really fun song that reminds me of Queens of the Stone Age. And I've seen Queens of the Stone Age live. I had to bring that up because your dad's friend
opened the
was
door
like,
and you were talking about it.
Your dad's friend was like, oh, I went to see this band. It was called Queens of the Stone Age. I never heard of them before, but man, they were awesome. And I was like, yes, we could just have a conversation out here in your driveway about it. I'll do that. I love
like,
Queens of the Stone
I
Age.
saw Erin get out of her car. Siri, I'm not talking to you. Nope. Stop.
Hi, Siri.
And I was like,
now my phone's going off.
Oh no, she disappeared. Sorry to listeners.
How can I help?
By turning off.
Bye, Siri.
Okay.
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 What voice is that? It sounds so like normal.
I don't remember which one I have set to.
It's not the default one, I'll tell you that much.
I used to have like the accent one.
My mom's is an
ago.
Australian.
Oh, that's fun. Love Australian accents.
I don't have a recommendation, but I finished Happy Place finally.
Yeah.
I also promptly threw it on the floor by accident and lost my page when I was like a chapter away.
You told me about that. You were just whipping things around.
I know. And then I started Fangirl Down by Tessa Bailey last night. Got a chapter in and got too frustrated to read. I don't know why I didn't read that much into it. It's like sports romance type situation. Yeah. He's a golfer.
Oh, instant regret. Like, I don't know about that. That's not even like.
I was so surprised when I started.
I was golf.
Like, I did not read this. I thought he was a football player.
That's not even. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that. That's not even a sport.
I thought you were gonna say it's not even sexy.
Well, I was gonna say that, and then I kind of just backtracked and was like, oh, let's just go with sport. Sport. I mean, it's not a sport.
I don't understand golf.
I mean, is any sport really a sport? It's just the amount of chasing a ball or disc or whatever form of plastic.
Yeah. You know what? I'll recommend them a song. I'm gonna recommend. Let me find the actual title so I say it right.
Go.
Going.
Finding.
Going.
Listening.
Fuck, where'd it go?
Oh no, it's last.
It's Noah.
It's Noah?
It's Noah.
Which song?
Call Your Mom.
Oh, I love that song.
I'm gonna sob.
I'll call your mom.
What the fuck?
What the fuck? What the fuck? We should have a segment called What the Fuck.
All lights turned off. Can we turn back on or whatever?
Yeah.
I'm gonna sob.
I'll call your mom.
Yes, listen to Noah Kahn, people. Read all the books.
Yep.
Also, rate and review the podcast.
Do it.
Please. Fill out the little Q&As that are on Spotify.
Oh, what's our question this week?
Don't know that far yet.
Did you get to experience the eclipse? Yeah. Or did you get clouds? Tell us about it.
Did you burn your retinas?
Oh, yeah. Did you forget your glasses like I did?
I haven't checked if there's any new ones, actually.
Me neither, but we can go over that next episode.
Yes, review, rate. I don't think you can like it because we're not on YouTube. And Google Podcast is gone now.
Yep, that just got erased from planet Earth.
So I gotta update our links.
Awesome. So do I. Crap.
We have Instagram where we post literally everything.
Forget about our TikTok and Twitter. That doesn't exist. It does, but it doesn't.
I post the tweets. I don't think I made a tweet last week. I can't remember. There's nothing on TikTok yet. I promise we'll make content. I was gonna maybe do stuff when we went to the concert and be like, too introverts who have a podcast go to a concert, but I didn't.
Man. Maybe next week.
Yeah.
When we go to another concert.
When we go to Noah. Send us an email.
Send us emails.
Tell us you hate it. Tell us you love it. Tell us your opinions on the topics. Tell us your phobias. Tell us your mom's phobias. Tell us if you burned your retinas. Tell us if your dog burned your retinas. But their retinas.
Why are we talking about phobias? Oh,
I was just like
covering last week's episode.
Phobias. Tell us if you hate daylight.
Tell us a cool story.
Please.
Anything. We'll read it.
Fun fact. Give me a fun fact.
Lots of fun things.
All the fun facts. Unapologeticintroverts@gmail.com. Aaron, you got anything else?
No, I was just going to do the thank you everyone for listening.
Oh, well, go ahead.
All right. Thanks everyone for listening. And this is where the music will start to fade in. Oh shit. Okay. Bye.